Barakatham, Yahweh Shema Atham, Bashim Yahushua. This is Priest and Captain Shema Walla of ISBK Under Command Junior Hana. Bring to you live on YouTube for ISGPK Queens. Let's go over a few scriptures while we go through what we go through and its solution. The book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 says this: And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Verse 2, And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. So that's where the Christian church fails. We supposed to keep all his commandments, then the blessings will come. Not part of it, not just pay your tithes, and that's it, and think it's all about money. The more money you get, that gives you a guaranteed spot in the kingdom. No. You gotta do all, then the blessing will overcome and overtake you. Then you have so much blessing you wouldn't know what to do with. But Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 says this: But it shall come to pass, thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And you can read verse 16, all around 68. All the things that's happened to blacks and Spanish, Native American Indians has been recorded into the Bible. Why? Because we broke God's laws. That's the way we have. That's the only way that it's going to guide us hell. That's the only condition. That's the only way our condition will change. And we're not changed by voting, by marching, by singing, by beating tambourines, jumping up and down, catching the Holy Ghost, foaming at the mouth, all that. It should not happen. It's not going to happen. Christ will not return until we get ourselves right. We got to get ourselves right first. We wait for that 144,000 to be sealed. And that's going to be men who's keeping these laws, statutes, all the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what we have to do. Keep all these laws. And then the curses. Then we will start having generational curses. Like how people say we have generational wealth. We blacks and Spanish Americans, we have generational curses. Why? Because reincarnation is real. You come back. And you come back. And you come back. And you keep coming back. Into the same condition. Into the same ghetto. The same barrio. The same reservation. That same hood. The same gun violence. The same drug addiction. The same alcohol abuse. The same child molestation. We come back into all these things. Why? Because we do not want to keep these laws, statutes, commandments. If you go to the book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, Baruch chapter 3 and verse 9. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. Verse 10. How happeneth, Israel, that thou art in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxing old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead. See that? That's in Deuteronomy 28, chapter 2, that a nation of fierce counsel shall come upon against us. And we're going to be scattered to the four corners of the earth. We in our enemy's land right now. America is not our homeland. Read the Bible. America is not our rest. Our rest is over there in the Middle East, but everybody's going over to right now. The valley of Jehoshaphat. That's our rest over there. Israel, the Middle East. That's our homeland. Verse 11, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave, that thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom, for thou hast walked in the way of God, thou should have dwelt in the peace forever. See that? We walked in the way of God, we will dwell in peace forever. Like I said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 and 2. All these blessings shall come and all say we will be blessed. We will live in peace. We have to worry so much, have so much anxiety and depression in our neighborhoods, because we be keeping these guys up. Verse 14. Learn where wisdom is, where is strength, where is understanding, that thou mayest know also where is the length of days and life, where is the light of eyes and peace. See that? Learn wisdom and strength, and you will have length of days. And you will have life. We not living right now. We the walking dead, blacks and Hispanic American. We the walking dead. Why? We that valley of dry bones, like I said in the book of Ezekiel. Because we don't keep God's laws. Verse 15. No, that's it on that. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. We always have to keep these laws. Pork will never be allowed to be eaten. Nor shrimp, no crab, no lobster, nor Christmas, no Thanksgiving. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. But such shall leave the law shall die. That's why we in the ghetto. That's why we suffering. That's why we live in check to check. Barely pay our bills, things like that. That's why. Because we don't keep these laws. It's plain and simple. Learn to follow some rules, black man, Hispanic, Native American, man, woman. Learn to follow some rules, man. Keep these laws. The Christian church has failed us. We've been trying Christianity for since we've been in this country and has not done anything for us. Nor has the Muslim mosque, or the Buddhist temple, or the Hindu temples, or the other philosophies that we do. It has destroyed us because it doesn't teach us to serve the true living God, the Most High God up in heaven, who's the God of blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. That's when to bring it out. That's my time. Hey, go to isupk.com and pay your tithes. Pay your tithes on isupk.com. Support this truth. That's my time. Shalom.